Oh, God. Shit's crazy. So, I was getting downloads as I was falling asleep last night. And I was getting like, it was crazy. Like, I was getting childhood energy. Like, okay, like, Spirit was having me, like, go back in time. And literally, it's like, it was very weird. Like, memories, right? Of different times that just came out of nowhere. Because it was like, okay, Spirit has shown me some. And it was weird because you know how I was talking about all that stuff and, you know, the things that are put in front of people and the things we had access to as children. Because, again, people weren't healed, right? No judgment, just is what it is. We are the generation to heal. The fuck? That I would never, without, explaining to mine why they're seeing what they're seeing. It was just kind of like, our parents put the TV on and said, go sit down and watch the TV, right? They didn't know what the fuck we was looking at. Then I was thinking to myself, too, I was like, damn, half of those movies that we watched, did our parents, like, even watch them with us? Because I be sitting here and I have understood a lot of these movies, all right, and these TV shows that we grew up watching and how we should have never been able to see them shits. So I was thinking, like, could I even ask my mom if she saw this, if she remembers this movie? Because I'm like, I don't know. Like, would she know what I'm talking about? Anyways, and then it made me think of like the different, you know, shows and movies and cartoons that they was making for fucking kids. Like, you think this shit's bad? This shit's out there in the open. Like, if you ain't watching your kids, then that's on you. This shit's out there, But when we was growing up, it was very subliminal. It was very hidden. And I be thinking about you know, the people that created these things. Like when I was laying down in the bed last night, this is what God was having me say. Like, the people that create these things that make a fortune. And it's like, what would a person that is trying to cater to a child gain makes me angry by putting things together on a screen to gear it toward them? What type of adult, okay, tries to program a child the way we have been programmed? Like, what healthy person says this is healthy, okay, for children to watch and make profit off of it? And these would be some of the biggest movies we have seen. And I'm sitting here with my kids watching these movies that we grew up on. And I'm explaining to them what's wrong, all these other things. And they're like, oh, we don't even see that. Yeah, it goes over these kids' heads. You see? Because we instill smarts in our children. Our children are very smart. So we're going to explain the shit. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about a lot of the cartoons, a lot of the shows. It was needless, fucking dumbing down, stupid type shit. And I'm like, wow. And with that thought, then I got like, okay, God having me go back. And it was like, now I'm going back before kindergarten. I'm going back to preschool. I'm remembering my preschool that I was at, Tri-City in Medford. That goes before 5 years old. And then I'm thinking, like, God's giving me visions of my, kindergarten teacher. And then I'm getting, like, downloads from my first grade teacher. And I still remember these biddies' names. Okay. And then it's like, okay, so Spirit's having me go all the way as far back as I can go. And then I'll even go back, like me and my little sister. We're 5 years apart. Right. And so we were at my little sister was going to a home daycare. And again, I would be 5 and she would be months. Yeah. I'd be 6, she'd be 1, 5 years apart. So now think about it. 5 years old, I'm in kindergarten. So before that, I have to be 4, 3, whatever. Okay. My younger sister was born when I was in kindergarten. So I remember being 2, 3 in fucking a home daycare with the old lady, beautiful lady. Her name was Mary, right? Anyways, Italian lady. She was great. Loved her. But anyways, it's crazy how I remember this. Now, I go back that far. Now, when before God had taken away so many memories of my childhood and left blotches of time where nothing made sense. And I'm going back to 2, 3, and 4 years old. This shit is crazy. So then I say, okay, I was definitely watching these movies after 2, 3, and 4. So, okay, that's out. Because I remember I was here with this lady and I was in, over here at school. So this wasn't happening. Okay, so then I go back as far as I can remember. That shit was weird. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. I'm not ready for it yet. It's too early for that. And if the screaming persists, you won't get it. Okay, in there. Thank you. Oh, no. Stay. Mommy, I want the tablet. No, they ain't getting no tablet right now. Shit. Sorry. All right, let me get back under here. It's cold. Shit. Okay, so so there's that. I ain't even looking at those comments because bitches is mad. They can't remember yesterday because they stay so high on their own supply. Anyways, moving forward. Hi, yeah. So yeah. That was that. And then I was thinking about these movies, right? And then I go back. Now, okay. Well, before the movie. So I just went back to the beginning of my life, pretty much, and God showed me all the fucked up shit. And then he shows me where, because we be talking about these words, conditioning and programming, and we don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. Anyways, so that's that. So now let's go back before us, right? There's something very crazy here. And I was talking about slaving yesterday and all these other things, and some stupid ass probably had a thought or said something dumb, and God had to come and bring me some truth. And so here it is for their ass. I don't even have to be around, but God's doing something. So, just look at yourself, honey. You want to see it? Go ahead, look in the mirror. What are you asking me to see you for, damn it? So then I started thinking about, I don't know if the word is systemic or systematic. And then I started thinking, okay, this goes way back before us. Ignorance is not bliss. And there's a lot of ignorant ass people out here that just see color, right? Stupid ass, grown ass, dumb ass motherfuckers. That's what I'm gonna call them. Idiots. As my dad had taught me to call these types of people, they're called walking idiots. Okay? They know not where they go. Okay? They just walk around aimlessly and they think they know everything. And let me tell you something about those types of idiots. They don't know a motherfucking thing. Because let me tell you, Kayla Rogers learned she didn't know shit and had to learn a whole lot. So for the person who thinks that I think I know it all right, bitch, maybe you should know a little bit more too. But I don't know everything. I'm not a fool. I would never believe I know everything about anything. That's your first failure in life. But some people still haven't learned that lesson, and you can't be mad at them because they think they're always right. Usually, they'll be wrong. So it usually happens that way. I've seen it many times. People be like, "Oh, you think you know it all?" I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, but I know I don't." So you can say what you fucking want. I know you're ignorant, and I can tell you that for fact. So yeah. So oh yeah, I said I wasn't slaving and all these other things, and who want to do that? And I said, motherfucker, people ain't monetizing. And they said they sent me an email at 2 a.m. talking about your video can't be monetized because of your song Imagine Dragons. Okay, bitch, whatever, bye. And then meanwhile, you got motherfuckers all over this platform blasting whole songs, their whole fucking video. You can hear them all. You can hear all the songs. Calling the songs out, singing the songs, blasting them. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I ain't slaving. So, whatever. I don't need the 50 cent. So, yeah, going back now. Okay, systemic, right? So here we go. Let's take it back in time, further than us. Before these things that they had to put here in place to keep the racism going, became a thing. So then God started telling me about different things that I learned because I'm an informative black female. And I didn't just read textbooks. I actually love history in high school. It was my favorite thing to do. Learn and fucking learn how to motherfucking speak to a motherfucker who thinks they smarter than me because they got some more money than me. Yeah, I can talk however I want to talk, but bitch, I ain't stupid. I'll tell you that. Hello. You think what you want. I'll let you come to your own conclusion, but don't ever fucking judge my mental, bitch, or my brain. That shit works. So I can arrive at this from that very quickly. And with God's help, with the speed of fucking light. Shit. This time, the speed of fucking sound. Bitch, stop thinking about me. You need to stop thinking so hard about me. It's getting crazy for you over there. You never thought it would be this type of comeback, huh? Call me the comeback kid, bitch. Anyways, so this goes back before that. Now, okay, we just were born here, right? But before us, we had, especially wherever you come from, ignorant ass, southern ass, scary ass, slave mentality minded motherfuckers. It is what it is. That is what it is. Just like now. The slave is not the black person or the this. No, that's what society says. The slave is the person who is afraid in their mind, trapped in their head, right? Crab in the barrel mentality. Just like today. Don't matter if you white, black, orange, pink, or purple. Bitches always have, big dreams, but they be afraid of the one that's going for them. That's slave mentality. It's conditioning. It's program. I'm going to get to the future of the thing, but we got to go to the past. So there's that. That's where that comes from, right? And so they abolished that, so they say, right? They just took it away from it being black and white and this and that. They just took the color off the thing, but motherfuckers still see it as a color thing because motherfuckers is ignorant, see? But they took the color off the thing and called it something else. So the energy still remains, right? It's still here. It's still present. Slavery is not what people think it is. It's systematic. It's a very intricate approach. And that's what people don't understand. So then God have me reflect on now. I read, I told you guys about this too, The Makings of a Slave, the Willie Lynch, is that what it is? The Willie Lynch letter? And then people will say, oh, how that's not true or that's made up. Nah, bitches. Okay, that might not be the original document, but that might not be what it's called, but that shit is real as a bitch. That is real as a bitch. The making of a slave, the breaking of a slave, the this, the that, the horse thing, all the fucking, you can lead a horse to water, but don't make him drink, or can't make him drink. And then the Willie Lynch thing is talking about how to break a horse. Come on now. Anyways, everything is like reverse psychology in this life. And everything that has been put up in our face and then told to us has been contradictory. It is. It has been. And if you don't see it, you a damn fool. And you living in a bubble somewhere. I don't know. And you don't have common sense or a real life experience where you can put these things up against things and see what's fact and what the fuck is completely wrong and should have never been taught or put in front of a society of people or a culture. Or maybe it was perfect timing, because slavery is over and shit, and we still got to keep the people stuck. We still gotta let people know something. We still gotta make them feel like. You think they're gonna do all that and just take that completely out the fucking way and everybody's free to feel okay? No. It's systematic oppression. Okay. So it goes beyond color, right? And so I was getting flashbacks of that letter that I read, the Willie Lynch letter or whatever. I probably get fucked over for saying that name, but lynchings are still happening. And I'm sure motherfuckers named Willie are part of it. Anyways, down south in them fucking rural ass motherfucking places. Anyways, see what I'm saying? They don't talk about that stuff much, though. They don't talk to y'all about people that are still doing the same shit that was going on then. But we supposed to fucking what? Ignore it, right? Just be quiet. Status quo says can't talk about that. You won't get money. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm tired of our people being fucking held under the thumb of an oppressive fucking non-fucking real ruler. Like when you start having children, that's when shit become real. Because shit's crazy. People that don't care about what they feed their kids, right? These be the people that let them go around everybody, sit with everybody, talk to grown-ass motherfuckers, be involved in shit they shouldn't be involved. These people don't care about that. Oh, go watch TV. They're not going to sit here and go and see what the kids are watching, hit info, read the description, see the people in it. They're not going to do that shit. But I am. The fuck? Every fucking day with that tablet. Every single time I take that tablet, my ass is in the history. My ass is clearing shit. My ass is moving it. No, what the fuck? People are too trusting. And you got all these fucking P files everywhere. The fuck? Shit is fucking scary out here. So, parents, don't be dumb, okay? Pay attention to your kids, because the creepers is creeping. And a lot of these creepers is people that don't like you. If you like me, you gotta know motherfuckers is on the prowl for your shit. So keep that shit under wraps. That's what I heard. Because motherfuckers can't naturally get to you, so they do weird-ass things and play little kid games and try to get close to fucking kids privately and shit. I'm not saying this is happening, but it's shit. Somewhere in the world, I know it has. Anyways, and then I'm going to get back to the other thing, but then I'm thinking about like Roblox and shit. That shit need to be shut the fuck down. That shit is scary than a bitch. Ain't no accountability on that shit. Maybe so, but I don't see it. You got these kids over here like, I have to go eat. Not my kids, but I'm watching, like, my daughter's showing me like, YouTube shorts. Kids playing this game and stuff. I have to go eat dinner. My mom said I'll be back later. And then I'm like, why you gotta tell a stranger what the fuck you doing? Let my kid be on some game talking about, I gotta go eat dinner. I'll be back in a little bit. Like, no, bitch. We ain't telling nobody what we doing. Like, these kids are stuck to these fucking devices, talking to complete strangers, talking about my friend. And the names of these fucking people. Big Daddy Yo-Yo and all these other fucking, like, this is for children? And then the settings is like, you fucking put them down as low as you can so they can't do nothing. And it's like, what's the point of the game? The game is sick. It's weird. It needs to be fucking brought the fuck down. Anyways, so it's just a breeding ground for fucking unsafe activity. That's it. Anyways. Because who the fuck? Oh my God. I'd be right there with my kids. Oh shit. Man, them tablets, they be on them bitches, they be on the couch. I be on the couch there. What you doing? Okay. Who you talking to? My friend. My friend from where? From school. How do you know her? You're like, no, we ain't playing this game. So that's that. Now moving forward. I was talking about the Willie Lynch letter. Okay, so that was slavery and all that. We know how that is. Now, come back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. Okay. Now, when we was kids. You heard how I went from my grown-ass age of 37 all the way down to 2, 3, and 4, remembering the in-home daycare that I was at as a baby. Okay, it's getting real out here. So, now let's move forward. Now we get to these big names. Let's just say Isney, right? My favorite movie growing up was Pocahontas. For real. Favorite movie. And it's crazy because as I watch it again, I watched it probably every fucking time I was pregnant. Every one of my children. It's just one of those, you get, well, I don't know. I'm a woman. So when I was pregnant, I would rewatch Disney movies. What the fuck? They're cute. So anyways, and every child that I have 3 girls. Like, we watching Pocahontas, damn it. But before that, I literally would watch it. Like before the kids, I watched it by myself, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this is horrible. This is horrible." Because it's like, you know, the songs in the movie. Like last night, I'm laying in the bed, and I'm like, Pocahontas, the song. What is it? They're savages, savages, barely even humans. Like, what the fuck? Savages, savages, now we sound the drums of war. Like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers came to, if you really think about it, they came to this land. What was it, Virginia? Okay. They came to this land, The skin is... hey, skin is different as can be. They came searching for fucking gold, right? There wasn't no gold there. So the bitches didn't want to leave. They said, we just going to stay and claim this shit. And we're going to kick the savages out. What the fuck? They just moved on their shit. Now, what was going on over there at that time, right? This is what makes me think. Pocahontas, her little tribe, her little thing. Yeah, they didn't have the guns and the fire and stuff, but they had what they had, and they worked with the earth. And, Pocahontas is, talking to trees and grounding herself, and Grandmother Willow and all these things connected with the fucking wind and the earth and the animals, right? This is Pocahontas now. Okay, so I'm grown now, and this is what I'm saying. As a child, I didn't see all that. But I see what I'm seeing now spiritually because I'm grown and I'm spiritual and I have children. So I think to myself, what I saw as a child was just a movie. I didn't see it like that. All right? But now being grown, it's like, this is absolutely fucking disgusting. This is disgusting. And if you don't have a conversation with your kids and you just put that shit on, there's something wrong with you as a parent. Your body should ew. I can't even believe I was raised off this shit. There's something wrong with you. You ain't grown. Say, you still little in the head. You still got some learning to do. That's what I say. There should always be an informative moment with what we put in front of our children. Because what the fuck is this? So, you're not free from that. You put that there for them to watch. So whatever preconceived ideas they have about a thing, it's your fault. It's not the movie's fault. But again, we didn't know that growing up. So, hey, we didn't have what we have now. So, yeah, that's what I got with that movie. And that's crazy. And then I got 2 women out here. See, this shit is what I'm talking about. They want to say, when was your first heartbreak? It was way before that motherfucker when you was a teenager, I'll tell you that. You know why? Because the same shit they put in front of our face showed us very early. Like with these movies, you can fall in love, you can have love, and somebody's going to get hurt. Like I said, what happened in Pocahontas? The bitch wanted peace. Both of the tribes wanted to fight. Both of the tribes wanted war. Pocahontas is in love with John Smith. Okay? Get where I'm going with this. She's in love. He's in love with her. They don't see the color. But everybody else does. Right? And so what happens? Pocahontas was literally, that whole movie is supposed to be breaking generational curses. And, because it looked like in her tribe, it was like, okay, you're going to marry this one. And whoever it was, the dude she was supposed to marry, whatever. And she didn't want to. And she would have done it because, how she was with her dad. Listen to what I'm saying. And then she meets this John Smith dude, and he's completely different. His skin is different. He's different. And she's falling in love, right? What happens? The one from the home tribe got to always be bigger bad than, that's mine. And what happens? He ends up getting shot. Okay? He goes. And then what happens to John? He gets taken away. John is here. That's funny. He gets taken away into that little room, right? And he's sitting there. He's waiting his death, right? For the death of a man that, was trying to attack him. And Pocahontas is sitting there. She's like, what the fuck? The man I actually love, I can't be with. So I got to love this man, but I can't be with him. And then he got to leave me too. She had the choice to leave, but she said, you know what? I'm going to stay here for the team. But you see what I'm saying? As a little girl, that shit's heartbreaking. So our heart was broken way before we was growing in real fucking relationships out here in these streets. We was watching these movies that was put on these screens and showing us love was fucking impossible. There were too many separations. There was too much hate in the world. We literally, how old was we when these movies came out? I'm 37. So when these movies came out, I'm trying to figure out. Like, we was little fucking girls being shown love and how beautiful it is and, you know, all these things. And then being shown in a second, in an instant, how a motherfucker that hates can come and tear that shit apart. Yeah. And now we progress. Okay. And then we go to Lion King. That's a great one. Another one you got to explain. Say, you're welcome, guys. Another one you got to explain to your kids. None one's explained to us. They just said, here, sit down and watch the fucking movie. It's Disney, so it should be meant for you. So, yeah, see? Motherfuckers don't be thinking. And then they wonder why we got a society of messed up motherfuckers with problems. Look what you put them in front of. The fuck? So, let me see here. So then we got Lion King, one of the favorite movies and stuff, right? Well, there's Aladdin. There's many movies where they just down talk difference, you know, in color was made fucking something disgusting on live screen. Anyways, street rats, alley cats, that started with Aladdin, you know? Jinn energy, all this fucking magic shit, that started with Aladdin. Motherfuckers rubbing genies and rubbing fucking lamps and shit, whatever the fuck this. Hello, I Dream a Genie. Everything started from the beginning. So now, with that being said, now we have Lion King. And how many of y'all chosen ones dealt with that crazy ass, psychotic ass family member that was jealous of everything that was you? We saw that growing up. We seen it in real life. I got a sister out here that would lie on me in a second. Use my name, give it to the fucking op, give it to whoever would take it. Okay? Give it to whoever would listen. A sister. Scar was Mufasa's brother. And look what happened to fucking Simba. Told his ass to leave and never fucking return. And what the fuck happened? Love brought Simba back home. Why? Because he found Nala. Why? Because she said, bitch, where is the king? And she went and searched for the man, okay, or the lion man that was grown now. She said, I believe he's out there. And she went and she what? She found Simba, made him feel love again, reminded him of home, and he brought his ass on back. So this is what I'm telling you. Like, we've been shown this shit forever. And if you can't really understand where I'm going with this, there's something wrong with your brain. Maybe you done too much, and maybe you need to slow down and sit down somewhere and relax or something. Because this is all common sense. So we've been shown this shit our whole lives. And motherfuckers ain't going to keep trying to, you know, keep us in this slave mentality. Like I said, you can stay there if you want. But this shit goes back to the beginning of our existence. I don't know what our parents experienced and what they've grown from or whatever. But this is the shit that God's having me say. Like, slavery ain't about no color. It ain't about you being black or white. Okay, you can look at it that way. That's how it was, but it has progressed so much more. It's a mental thing. It's a mind thing. You can be in prison and be out here walking around. Many motherfuckers are every day. They hate their lives. And that's sad. If you can't really sit here and be like, yo, why don't I believe in love? And really equate it to a real motherfucking thing, not a stupid ass traumatized motherfucking person, you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, this shit was put out here for us to experience. And I got 3 girls. So if I'm watching these movies with my children, I'm explaining to them what's going on and why they're watching it and how life is not. You know, I'm telling them, like, this ain't real. But the movies that these kids have now, they're more geared toward, you know, real shit. Like, they have morals in them. Those movies just stood for anything. It was just watch this and let's indoctrinate a fucking generation of motherfuckers with some bullshit and cover some shit up while still putting it blatantly out here that there is no equality. Okay, there is no fairness. Love is not real. There is still hate, and that overpowers and overrides all. That's what we was growing up watching. Remember, every time you think that you can have love, think about that princess that, you know, went through this. And that's what we're supposed to think that we are growing up. Princesses, beautiful, can have fairy tales and love, and that shit was taken from us early. Fuck a grown-ass motherfucker think they doing something. This is why we have to heal and we have to purge as women, because our reality and vision of love is skewed. But see, if you don't get these flashbacks, if God doesn't give you these moments of clarity, how the fuck would you be able to put the pieces together of your own life? See? And that's pretty much what it is. So God is doing a lot of that. And it's going to make a lot of things make sense for you. And I just hope y'all are able to see what God is showing you. Because, like, again, that shit pissed me off. I got a email that said this morning I can't be monetized for the song that I played for like 2 minutes in my fucking video. I'm like, all right, y'all would say that after I keep talking about y'all holding back my money. So the thing that I'm going to start doing is, you know, they're gonna keep hearing me because I don't give a fuck. I don't understand. It's, if you're gonna do it to me, do it to everybody on this platform. Make everybody be silent in their background. Take everybody's music off. Don't pay a soul a penny. If I can't play 2 minutes of a fucking song without y'all waiting till nighttime, overnight time hours when bitches are sleeping, all right, to tell me that I can't be monetized because 2 minutes of a fucking song, when I literally can put some readers up here for y'all to see where they got hours worth of music playing and can be heard. What is it, the loudness of the music, or is it just that you can hear it at all? Because let me know. My kids is loud. Is that copyright too? Fuck. Anyways, so this morning around here, I got 3 kids. So, anyways, but yeah, that's what I was coming through. And yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll probably get more downloads on the matter, but that slavery and that racism shit, it goes so much, it's deeper than color. So people be, you know, thinking that it is one thing and we feel away about another thing. But as far as I know, if you ain't black this lifetime, you don't understand racism and systematic oppression. I'm not saying black African American. Black is black. Black is anything that is not fucking Caucasian. Period. So get that shit out your head too. And even these people that want to act like they ain't black, it's in you. These same people, this is the shit that pisses me off. These same people that want to talk about black people and nigger, you know, this and that. They want to get mad that we say nigga with an A. But they got the mentality in their brain, ER. And at the same time, bitch, who the fuck are you to take away what makes us feel free to be who we are in this fucked up world that we didn't ask to be in and to be looked at harshly? This is the thing that gets me. And I was trying to hold back from saying this yesterday. You can't get black from white. And somebody don't like that truth. It don't work that way. Yeah, over time, things are dark and they get lighter. Lighter. And then you have other colors, another backgrounds, another nationalities. You cannot go the other way. The same thing when you're pregnant. Everybody's a girl at first. Hello? You didn't know that part, right? Or maybe so. And then you grow the boy parts if you're going to have a boy. But every child starts out. Some things are just creation. And some things are just, it is what it is. So, you know, you can't. Yeah, color is out here and it's a thing. But only the motherfucker that sees color cares about it. Color don't mean shit. Color don't mean a motherfucking thing. And if that is what keeps people in their head about, you know, racism and slavery and all these prejudices, and we're past the color part. It's a knowledge thing. It's an ignorance thing. It's a who the fuck got brains in their head. It's about who's learning anything. It's about these curses. Are we breaking them? It's about this generational hate. Are we surpassing it? Are we passing down more of the fucking problem? I know when I fucking leave here, my kids is going to have a wealth of fucking knowledge to share with some bitches. I don't have stupid kids. I don't have dumb children. I don't have it. And I was thinking too about this other shit. My kids, when they was gone, all of a sudden they got ADHD and they fucking can't control themselves. How the fuck did that happen? The fuck? And then they're telling me about all the stuff that wasn't happening and who wasn't doing this and when this wasn't happening and when they were able to do this and do that and do this. My daughter's telling me she was able to do this and go do all these fucking things. I'm like, you older than you was then, so how the fuck was that happening? Because I would never. If I tell her to go put something in the trash can, I'm at the door. I'm on the porch. Okay, let's go, come back in. Talking about walking dogs and doing all, what the, where? Okay. Anyway, so stuff like this, you know, I don't understand. I don't understand. And there have been many talks in my home. My kid is going to talk to me. Because I need to know what the fuck is going on. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. Knowing who I am, I know what's around my children. I know the same motherfuckers that don't like me, that energy follows them. And so I talk to my kids. And just like I told y'all the other day, yesterday actually, my daughter's trying to tell me, how do you hear God? And I told y'all she figured it out. It don't take very long. But these medications, that card keeps coming out in my index thing. Wanted you on medication to regulate your gifts or to take away your gifts and shit and all this other weird shit. You know, and then the shit get deep because I don't want my like, you know, when they get older and stuff, you got to change the medications to accommodate the growth. No, I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to change the medication to grow with them. I want them to outgrow the shit. What the hell? Because that shit wasn't happening. No. So we are back home now. And my goal is no, none of that shit. We're going to do, we got to get therapy and shit. Because, you know, I understand that. We all need it. Shit. We all need that. Everybody needs that. The fuck is this? But that other shit, no. There's other ways. I don't believe that no. They listen to me. They know what to do and not to do. They go to school, they come home, they do their schoolwork. Now, how they act around other people has nothing to do with me as a parent. Sorry, maybe it would if they was with me, but they wasn't with me. So I can't take the brunt of these piss poor parents and these piss poor adults that was put in position to do the job. See, I have to be the parent that has to come in and clean up all the shit, as always. And I got to get to the root. I know what I instilled in my children. They got home training. They got manners. They know right from wrong. And so we're going to start there. So my approach people don't like. Oh, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't. Well, bitch, fuck you. These aren't your kids. I don't think my children need medication from now until the end of eternity because somebody wanted it to be easier for them to deal with them when they wasn't home with their mom. See? I'm not giving people that. So, yeah, I'll be that type that is fighting. I will be that type that stands up and says, no, they're not getting any more. No, that's enough. No, I think they can focus fine now. And I'll probably be the one, too, that gets the backlash. Oh, well, that's this and that. Okay. Well, certain situations for me as a parent, too, I'm grown. You couldn't make me go to therapy unless I had to go to therapy, right? I think it's kind of wrong to suggest that, knowing that we should then say that we should make our children go to therapy and neglect the fact that they don't want to fucking talk. No, that's not neglectful. You don't think so? We should make people talk because then children, what happens is they lie. So what is the child really getting? And I got 3 kids. I don't got time to be sitting in these offices for hours. My daughter's not talking. Fuck is this? And then when I say, okay, let's do a virtual, right? Let's do a virtual because talking is talking. Oh no, they really think that they should be in the office. No, well, see, nobody want to work with the mom. They be worried about one, and I'm worried about the all, and that don't work for me. So then what? I'm neglectful? Say, which way? How does this go? Because don't nobody be wanting to really work with those motherfuckers that really be wanting to work with them. And this is what bothers me. Let's slap a label on it. Let's slap a pill in the mouth, and we're good to go. No. And the thing that I've noticed with ADHD is that they say that they give them the medication for school to focus. Yeah, I get it. In a normal situation. But how did we arrive at this conclusion? And how come I did not know until it was already diagnosed and medicine given? Especially when I'm seeing my kids every day. I should have been included in that process, right? Or no? Okay. I mean, especially when I saw my kids every week. So there's a whole lot of things that I didn't like about it. A whole lot of backdoor shit. But like I said, it's one of those things where they went through things, I went through things, we went through things as a family, and that shit will be figured out. But no, they won't be on that shit very long. I don't like the way it does them. And then I just don't like it. ADHD is hard. It is hard. And I can see some things, but I don't be seeing that. I see that they're fucking trying to get their lives together after having a traumatic experience happen. People don't understand that. They were friggin', they went through a lot. My children went through a lot, and I cry for them still. I still have a child that is not here with me. People don't think about that part, though. The sibling that they don't get to see every day anymore. Because these people thought that. Yeah, see? The decisions that people be making for families, that they don't think about the end term goal, and then they just want to slap medication on them. Yeah, I'm tired of this shit. So this is what we get to deal with, you know? The truth. And it's fucking sickening sometimes. So yeah, I'll deal with my kids being a little bit loud because that means they're being children. And they don't understand, boundary. They were in a place where they were told, oh, yell from across the room or across the house if you need me. Because they was in a completely different section of the house. And that's the only way they could talk, was to yell and scream through the house. But people don't know that. Anyways, so see what I'm saying about ignorance? So yeah, I'm looking into a lot of that stuff because there's other ways. I mean, I just feel like with ADHD, I do have a niece that has it, and I get it. It's very real. It really is very real. But I don't think it's an easy solution that you can just slap a fucking title onto every situation. Now, given a situation that was not present in mine, maybe so. Then maybe we could talk about something. But I don't understand how we go from that to this when they weren't diagnosed with that before this. It's a big jump, and it's a big reach, and it's a big stretch. And so I am very open with my children, knowledge-wise, okay? And we learning, and we growing, and we're going to do that part. But definitely what I put in front of them for their eyes to see, eyes are the window to the soul. And it's very important what I know they're watching. And if they are watching something, it has a purpose for them. It's not just needless information. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. Because you think about, like, the mental of this shit. Like, I'm not just saying mine now. I'm just saying, okay, an ADHD, it's like you give medication. I'm almost done. You give medication for them to be... I'm almost done, Kaylin. You give, like, ADHD medication while they're at school, right? And it's supposed to help them focus. Now, let's think about this. Let's say the child is misdiagnosed, okay? And they got something else going on. Now they're hyper-focused at school on something they don't need to be fucking focused on. But the medication is to make you focus, right? Sit there and focus. Sit there. But in some children, that presents as what? Being fucking pretty much elusive, not really present, just a physical person there. And the child is not, like, the child's not coherent. I mean, when you first give these medications to these children, you can kind of see that they're a little loopy and dizzy and like, what the fuck is this? Like, you can't be at school concentrating like that. And then it's like you're void of emotion. It's like, so this is what I'm supposed to give to my children to have them focus at school. And then they're at school and they're not interacting with other children. Children might be looking at, I'm just being a parent and thinking, children might be looking at them funny, like, what's wrong with that kid? Like, it's like they're not happy. They're not playing. They're not making friends. They're not having the school experience because they're on these medications. And so days are just passing them by and they're just learning, getting the knowledge. But what about the school experience? School is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to make friends and all these other things. So that's what bothers me as a parent. Like, I don't understand that. And then given a situation that I can't really say this is really what it is that they got going on, now they're hyper-focused on some shit. And the shit that my kids would be hyper-focused on is very traumatic. So do I really want my kids sitting here at school thinking about some traumatizing ass bullshit all day long every day? Because that's all they can do is sit there and focus. They're saying focus in school, but they're not saying focus on what? And if you don't know what a child got going on, how do you know what they're focused on? This is me as a mom. You see why some things are counterproductive? And then it's all these ups and downs. There's a mom out here that's going through this. I feel for you, man. Then all the ups and downs with that. And then it's the damn, like, I just want to have fun. Mom, can I not take my pill today because I want to have fun? Mommy, there's a field trip at school. I want to have fun. Can I not? That shit, that breaks a bitch down. Because you got to take it. In a minute, please. In a minute. Thank you. So it's really hard. It's really hard. And then you got people that fucking don't really know your kids, judging you off the decisions that you make for the ones that you see every day. And these motherfuckers don't even understand life. So yeah, it's crazy. And then yeah, like with that thing too, is like when you come down off that medication, it's like it's like back to life, back to reality for real. They don't be talking about that shit. The side effects of that focusing medication, kids be having angry ass outbursts. They be going fucking from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. Okay? It's like clockwork. You can look at the clock and know it's coming and prepare for that shit. It's crazy. And then if you got a severe situation or different type of case, you're coming down off the medicine, the shit is all day long. From 8 to fucking 5, all day long, right? And then at 5 o'clock, it's like, as soon as 5 o'clock hits, Kaylani, hold on a second. I am just, hold on a second. Why is she there? I don't know. Okay. Oh God, it's cold out there. Shit. Yeah. So then, you got that situation, right? And then now they're wired. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, going crazy, running around, kind of like it sounds right now. Yeah, that's pretty much what it'd be like. And then they're wired, and then they got to go to bed, right? They got what? My kids go to bed at 8 o'clock. In the bed by 7:30, sleep by 8. But then they got to go to bed. So what time do they actually have to be themselves? Everything's around the clock. And then fuck, you think what? They just come down and go to sleep? And then some people have melatonin. And they're force fucking pushing melatonin to hurry up and shut down even quicker. It's like, yo, the up and down of the brain, the emotions, that shit ain't healthy. And so I can see more in depth with going through this experience, like wanting you on meds to regulate your gifts, to regulate your power, seeing that shit firsthand. Because I say that because I had that experience with y'all where I said my daughter's asking me how to hear God. So even with all that other shit, she's still gonna hear what she needs to hear. And I love that about God, and I love that about her. It's amazing. See? What's in you is in you. And so if that's in her, then I know greater is coming to her. And I'm saying her because that's the one who's talking about it. My other one be talking about angels. So I already know my girls is good. I already know what the world thinks is not. I already see that as their mom. You see? They're showing me every day, Mommy, we're not that. I know, but you gotta do what you gotta do to. I don't fucking understand this shit. I don't understand this. I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand programming and systematic oppression in all the ways in which it presents. So people just think it's a black-white thing. Well, that's as far as their mind can reach. It's bigger than that. It's broader than that. It's wider than that. It reaches many different houses than people realize. Many people move and live the ways they move and live because of what the fuck they seen, and they don't know where they saw it at. Like, I'm trying to tell you, chosen one, if the Lion King was not your life, y'all got cousins, y'all got aunts, bitches hate your mother, hate your father. They don't want shit for you because they can't stand your parent. How many of us went through that? Oh, come on now. The sibling rivalry that we seen our parents and our aunts and uncles go through. The shit we be talking about nowadays in these messages. It was put in front of our face. And it was put in front of our face for motherfuckers to run, too. Yeah. Some old-ass motherfucker told somebody to run away and never come back. And to make him shameful and afraid. But luckily, the real king inside the king was born again. Yeah. Every time he looked up at what? Them stars. And saw who? His dad's face. So take it how it applies, chosen ones. Y'all are kings and queens out here. And whatever the fuck these people think that they're trying to do, it ain't gonna work. And as long as you got a bitch like me, we're gonna break it down and get to the root of a thing. Because I can't just look at the surface level of some shit and be like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. No, I gotta see beyond some shit. I gotta understand how we're here from there. How this happened at 2 years old, and now here we are 37, 38, 39, however old y'all are, experiencing exactly what we saw firsthand that broke us as children. Yeah, in the emotional ways, in the mental ways that allowed for outside interference to program a psyche of people. People don't think this way? Oh, well, there's much more learning to be done. Ignorance is clearly not bliss then, huh? So for all those people out here that be thinking that people are stupid because they don't speak on shit, for all these people out here who think they're better than because their color is lighter, let me tell you something. Everything came from the black one. Okay? And I didn't say black like people think. Like, no. I said anything that is not Caucasian. And everything in this world want to be just like it. From the rappers. Yeah. 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 To the style. To the words. To the essence. The essence. Essence don't come from no... Man. These motherfuckers ain't got no essence and no soul and no rhythm. What the hell? But they want to be all these things. They want to be all these things that come from us that we are naturally, innately, shame us, hate us, not pay us, but come up off of us too. Be us, damn near. Walk around imitation us's. What the fuck? And then tell us we ain't shit. But everything you got is off our back, motherfucker. Tell me it ain't. Where is the originality? Am I wrong for saying that everything was stolen from the fucking black one? Or no? Everything in existence? Or just a little bit? Huh? Because I'm pretty sure in every person that is not black, on the outside, there's some black on the inside. And I don't think that has to be the case for the other side. I don't think a black person has to have anything other than black in them. I don't think so. And this is what motherfuckers piss me off with that racism bullshit. The hate is in you. That's why it comes out of you. It's not our fault that we are who we are and we have lived the lives that we have lived on this earth and been subjected to the things that we have been subjected to have the outcome in this world that we are having today. We did not ask these motherfuckers to do what they fucking did, but they did it. And they want to run and hide and negate from the fact that they are us too. Even if fucking 0.1%. They was loving it back then, wasn't they? They was loving all that house and shit and, sleeping with the hell. They was loving it all back then. They was soaking that shit up. Ain't nothing better than the black, you know what? That's what they were saying back then. And it created this distaste for women who aren't black toward us. Oh my God, they always get all the good men. All the black men want them. Oh my God. Now he got these women wanting to be black. Getting the lips done, getting the titties done, getting the asses done. Trying to compete with a black woman. You are not that. But then again, people don't understand what was put in them. And that's where my message stops. I had very many conversations growing up with my parents. My dad was in the military. My mom was in the military. My grandfather was in the military. My other father was a doctor. Shit, I don't come from no dummies. And there were some conversations. So I got a good basis and a solid foundation on which I stand on, even though the world has continuously tried to show me that people ain't shit. I know there are some people that know exactly what I'm saying is true, and they ain't afraid to talk about it. These new age motherfuckers is afraid though. They're afraid of not getting monetized. They're afraid of people looking at them like they're real. They want to be looked at and seen as dumb bricks and just here for motherfuckers to play with and throw around. Like, I don't know. I ain't got time for that dumb shit. This is why I don't be talking. Because this shit get ugly. And then facts come out. You know? Everybody want to hate. But everybody want to be the one that's hated too. Just without the hate. Yeah, I know. Maybe that's the rule of the black woe. The black woes. The black woes. You see black however you want. I said what I said about black. And I said what I said about Caucasian. So, yeah. So, I can't hate a white person. Because the fuck? I can't. What does that do for me? What's the difference to me today, here and now? What? I don't understand. That's why people who be talking about that racism shit, they believe in that shit. It was ingrained and they stuck on it. And they live that way. And they really think they're better than somebody because of their color. And then it brings me to the last message, spirituality. I said something the other day about being light is hard in a dark world when being love is so dark or some shit like that. I know what I said. And it's crazy. Because think about it. Racism. You're the light. So a narcissistic, ignorant ass motherfucker would say, no, you're not the light. You're not white. You're black. So you have to be dark. See? And we supposed to believe that and take that and believe that and run with it, right? Oh yeah, I'm saying I'm the light. And all I hear in my mind as I'm doing these messages is, bitch, you black. You ain't no light. We the light. I'm like, say who? Because from all of history, I have seen that the other side has not been righteous, has not been godly. All of these things that we talking about, that is not of God, that is not of light. But these people are not my color. So what's going on here, God? Make it make sense. See conditioning and programming? The black spiritualist has to be the Cleo that's fake and false and fraudulent. But the brightest and the, man, if y'all don't see through these fucking illusions, see through these motherfucking illusions. Because there's always going to be some type of prison that somebody wants you in. And that's all it comes to. That's why I said be as light and as bright as you want to be. Fuck what a hater feels about you standing in your light. Fuck how a motherfucker feels about you being bright when they think that you should be in the corner in darkness and feeling shameful for saying, I'm light, not dark. Isn't that crazy? Motherfuckers want you to question your whole reality. Because you are not white, you can't be the light. Ugh. Well, I don't think the light is white anyway. I don't see, I don't see that. But people see colors, see? When I see light, I don't see white. I see color. So, colors, a spectrum of different colors. That's what I say. So, anyways, well, that was it. That's how I be waking up, because that's how I be going to sleep. And then if it's important enough, I come back on because God said bitch talk. And I said, oh, fuck. So I know I just kept hearing all night, they're savages, barely even human. I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't want to watch the movie again, God. I heard, I saw, I know how disgusting this shit is that we don't watch. But luckily, I like the movies that the kids got now. Like Encanto, and that's a great movie. And what else? Moana, showing women that they can do different things. And even Mulan, it did change. Remember Mulan? She wanted to be the little, I don't know what she wanted to be, but whatever that was. Things did start to change, but I do recall motherfuckers just didn't give no fucks about what the fuck we was watching. So, I don't know. Somebody caught on when it changed, but yeah, women can fight too, and they can defend themselves and all these other things. I feel like we got that from Mulan. And then, whatever movies presented after that, but definitely, they do have better selections than we had to look at, Shit. You know? It's crazy. And then you got the movies like Princess and the Frog that actually give you the backstory of some of the fucked up movies that we done seen and the magic in them, within them, and how different. If you know, you know. If you don't see that, you don't see that. But there are some movies out here now that I think they have more so for the adults. I'm just picking up what I'm picking up. What Spirit was probably putting down. If you feeling called to watch certain movies right now, but yeah, I think there are movies that are out here that we are being guided to see that somewhere, somehow, they're trying to right that wrong or at least explain to a more informed audience. Like, yeah, we know that this was fucked up back then, but here's this one now, and you'll probably like this one and understand another one a little bit better. I see what people do, so I do appreciate the knowledge being given and the change that is being made with these movies and these things that we put in front of our children and say it's for them, because I don't know how that should happen and how these motherfuckers made a killing off of stealing the hearts of fucking children, breaking the hearts of fucking little girls, and showing motherfuckers that hate wins and war is better than love and separation and division is right. And, you know, you must be a crazy fool to think love is real out here at the young age that we was. That's fucked up. And those people should feel shameful. They should feel shameful. They're probably the ones that grew up to have terrible lives, terrible situations, terrible marriages, probably married 20, 30, 40 times. Divorced 5. I don't fucking know. All types of crazy situations going on. Because what the fuck? Yeah, that's karma for that. You don't get to just do that and think you can make a killing off of fucking. Oh, man. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. Reparations will get paid however it goes because that's what God does. But, yeah, so that's crazy. That's how my dreams be. I just be going to sleep, hearing songs and going here, there, and everywhere. I'll be here, I'll be there. I'll be back in slavery times, I'll be back in the Bible. I'll be back in 2000, and I'm back in 1980 fucking 9, and God is like, listen, bitch, go on the ride. Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. And then Aladdin with the fucking carpet. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck these bitches and these broomsticks. Bitch, all I gotta do is go to sleep. And God is like, hop on, let's go. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. No one to tell us no. Oh, where to go. Yeah, say Jasmine Biddy. It's my middle name. At least knew what she was doing with that one. She know. Jasmine. Yeah. Kayla. She who was like God. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to live by. So, yeah. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.